their interactions with famous athletes. I thought it should be preserved, and families should be able to enjoy it even if they can't come here.
Hi, I'm Jennie Meyer McCafferty, here with my sister Claire Meyer Waldron. She's visiting from Virginia, and we've been having a great time. And we're here in the McCafferty Family Garage Museum.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's
And
memorable.
So we're gonna start up here and go around. Two of the things that Great Lakes Sports Publications published were many years of the Michigan Golfer and also many years of the Michigan Runner. This is probably my favorite cover, which is why it's here, which shows Ron Warhurst with some of his best athletes, one of whom was Alan Webb.
Okay.
And down here we have Art when he was 4 years old with his dad and his mom, whom everyone called Sally. They split up shortly after that. So, okay, this one is Art and me and our governor at the time, Jennifer Granholm. And this was finishing the race in Flint, Michigan, called the Crim, which is the signature race in Michigan. Well, the word media kind of describes it all here, but the top are all different kinds of medals that either Art won in a race or I won in a race, and obviously there's kind of a lot of races there. That one, the New York City Marathon, I never ran that, but that's Art's number from that race.
Oh, wow.
Which is cool, yeah. And down below we have more of the same, mostly media credentials, which is when you cover a race you have to have a credential to let you inside the finish line and all kinds of places that other people can't go. So,
So, do I see Olympic pass here, or is
Yep.
that Olympic trials?
Olympic trials, yeah. I basically covered 4 Olympic trials, 1 in Sacramento and 3 in Eugene, Oregon. So, nothing close by.
Right.
It was always a trip. And starting at the top, and we'll go across and then across some more. These are drawings that, where'd he go? This guy, Jamie Fallon, drew. Jamie Fallon is the son of a couple of people who were professors, and Art got to know them. So anyhow, that's how we know.
And we are rolling.
John Fallon was the president of Eastern Michigan University, and his wife Sydney knew Art from being interns.
Okay.
I think that's it, right? Okay, anyhow, Jamie drew Art and me, our friend Susan Barreley, our other friend Nancy Clark, our editor of the Michigan Runner, Scott Sullivan, and one of our reporters who's still reporting for us, Phyllis Barone. Second row, Art's parents, Herschel and Wilma McCafferty. Okay, second row, Art's parents, Herschel McCafferty and Wilma McCafferty. Next door to that is Phil Runkle, who was superintendent of schools. Next to that, Art's uncle Ernie. And then the picture with the 4 guys in it are,
Harold,
Harold,
my dad,
Herschel,
Clayton Robertson, Robert's dad, and then Paul McCafferty, who is the father of Dennis and Kitty.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
And then the next one is Herschel and Wilma, again, looking slightly different than they did in that earlier shot. Next one is
my mother and her sister, and it's little Sandy who's been out here.
okay, Wilma, her sister, and the little one is Sandy, and yes, we've met Sandy several times. The one at the piano, that's Sally, Art's biological mother, and some guy playing the banjo. Okay, more drawings. Jim Neff, who is the editor of the Michigan Skier. Jack Barry, who was one of the main writers of the Michigan Runner for years and years and years. Next one over, Terry Moore, the editor of the Michigan Golfer. Next one over, Greg Johnson, who is the sports reporter in Michigan. He reports on running and golf and football. Art's son Mike and his daughter Heather standing in front of the fireplace here at the cabin before it was painted green. Next one, we have Heather and me and my daughter Rosie. Okay, the next one are Art's relatives. His mom, Wilma, his grandfather Art, after whom he was named. The next one is Lottie, his grandmother. Okay, and the one on the far right is Muriel, who was married to Herschel Robinson. Next row down, drawings of Gary Morgan, mostly known as Mr. Ubiquitous because he's been everywhere. Next one is Carter Sherline, who's been writing for us for years and years.
He's
Next
the Drone Ranger.
Yeah, the Drone Ranger. Yes, he's that too. Next one is Chris Lewis, one of our writers.
Yeah.
Okay, on the far left of Jack Minzy, whom Art knew as a teacher in Milford Public Schools. And then he moved on to Eastern Michigan, where he was head of the Educational Leadership Department. Tom Doak, who is one of the foremost golf architects in the world.
Hold on, and we are rolling.
Next, holding the stick there is Jamie Fallon, who was a wonderful musician who did most of the music we use in our videos, and his wife did many of the drawings that you see. Okay, we have Dave Foley, who's from Cadillac and was basically the first editor of the Michigan Runner, and then finally Mike Duff, who was also an editor of the Michigan Runner and one of the founders of Great Lakes Sports Publications. This one is Art with his daughter Heather, his son Mike, right outside the house where Art and I, got married. Okay, this is one of the covers of the Michigan Runner, which honors two of our most prolific contributors, Carter Sherline and Gary Morgan. All these great-looking people in the red jackets, including Art, who's on the top second from the left, are from the Grand Rapids Community Education Program, which Art basically started. Next one, AYU Quartet, of whom Mike is one of the members. Next one, Art on the front row, all the way on the left, is there with C.S. Mott, who was a pretty interesting guy. He was one of the investors, maybe a big one, in General Motors. The top middle is part of Art's class, the administrative choir in Grand Rapids Public Schools. Second one down, another version of that same group. Okay, this last group are people with whom Art has been associated for many years, and they're longtime friends of both of us. Okay, this top one is my parents, my dad on the left, my mom on the right, both when they were pretty young, about the time I was born, I suspect. The middle one is when a bunch of us went to WJR, which is the big radio station in Detroit, and basically announced the online version of Michigan Golfer. And the final one is my daughter Rosie with her family, including her husband Brandon, her kids, and Brandon's parents. I'm from a little town called Hannibal, Missouri, which is famous for Mark Twain. Among Mark Twain's famous characters were Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, and Becky Thatcher. Here I am, on the left, representing Blessed Sacrament School as a contestant for Becky. I didn't win. The one in the middle, Cheryl, did win, mostly because she had high button shoes and long sausage black curls. Okay, these are mostly pictures of my family and me. On the left is my dad. He was in the Navy during World War II. In the middle and the top, my mom rode on a float when FDR came to Hannibal at the opening of the first bridge across the Mississippi in 1936. This is a picture at Hannibal Country Club, and I'm making a toast at Claire and Don's wedding rehearsal dinner. Me and my 7 siblings at our parents' house, all gathered for Christmas. I think it was 1979.
All right.
And the one on the right is Art and I at Art's folks' house. It was basically our wedding picture.
Right hand down and drop down.
Okay. This is when I was a community activist in New Bedford, and I'm on the left, on the front row, with other people who were also activists in New Bedford.
Okay.
Middle one is my family's favorite picture of me when I'm being chased by our dog Patty, and he has hold of my diaper.
We are rolling.
As you know, Art brought an element of exuberance and playfulness that the Meyer family enjoyed dramatically. The first time he visited Hannibal, Mother had a collection of all kinds of birds, and he arranged these birds in a rather provocative arrangement, and Mother saw it and kind of yelled, "Who did this?" And we all pointed at Art.
Yeah, I got off to a real good start with her. Yeah, it was real good.
My favorite part of this wonderful museum is the medal and press credential wall, because it shows everything they've done and every place they've been.
All right.
The last section of the garage that's interesting are the sports memorabilia, examples of some of the CDs that Jenny made to send out. I learned that Art was a Corvette guy, and you can see some of the Corvettes there. Down here we have running buddies. We have Art's parents by, it looks like a biplane, but it's an old-time plane. Art's dad was a pilot. My personal favorite is Art with Tricky Dick.
And
And,
why is this guy, Alan, smiling?
well, we have Alan, we have Beth, Sister Jean, Jenny, and Art. Alan has a big grin on his face, and we're going to tell you why in a little bit. So, this is a picture of Alan with the biggest smile on his face I've ever seen. And the reason he's so happy is that Jenny and Art had just purchased this fabulous painting. And was it called the bulletin board?
Yes.
Called the bulletin board for, Art wanted me to say, $4,000, which did not include shipping. And it has lived in their dining room ever since.
We tried to sell it many times.
Yeah. To add to the mysterious, handsome ancestors of the family, this is Art's father in his pilot gear. He was a flight instructor in Florida in World War II. We're in the hall library part of the house that has a picture of Art running the Davos Marathon in Switzerland. Who knows? I don't know anybody else who's ever done that. Lovely pictures of family all the way across, and then coming back, family weddings. Beautiful pictures of ancestors and grandchildren. Picture of the Paganok article or picture that Martin put together for us for Christmas. We're in Jenny and Art's bedroom, and I was so excited to see this picture that Alan did. It's entitled Worldwide Wed, and I'm assuming that you got it as a wedding present.
Yes, we
But
did.
I'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
So here's Heather and Kitty.
Yeah,
Art's dad with Arnold freaking Palmer.
yeah.
golfing memorabilia. This is a great picture of Art and Jenny,
In Mackinac Island,
Mackinac Island.
but Jenny's still smiling. Told you
Yes.
by the wire how much she's smiling. This is
And
my
then, go ahead, who's this?
this is my best friend Billy Mackin, who passed away last year.
That's right, that's right.
Went to Paris together and stuff like that.
And then up here is Mackinac, on Mackinac
The
Island.
Grand Hotel.
The Grand Hotel.
That's also the Grand
Grand
Hotel.
Hotel. And Heather with the rose.
Yeah.
Well, this is a precious picture of Art when he was about 3. He still has that devilish look about him, which has persisted till now. This is a sketch of Jenny that was done in New Orleans when she was 16 years old and spent a month there with Agnes and Sarah. This is a picture of a raft trip on the Colorado River, and Lewis was the guide.